Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my theory tuition series where we're working step by step through the ABRSM theory grades, and we're now at a point where we're continuing on through the music theory past papers of 2016. So we're taking some previously taken grade 1 papers and we're on to paper C. There are lots of resources available to you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. They're available in US letter or A4, and they accompany every step of this series and include all the information that you need to know to pass the grade 1 paper. On my webpage, you'll also find links to all the YouTube video tutorials that explain every aspect of the grade 1 workbook, so please do have a look at those to make sure you're thoroughly prepared to take the paper. You can also access information about the books that I have available on my website. I've written how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam, and it's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for the exam and also how to make best use of the time when you're in the exam room. So if you go to sharonbill.com, it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be fab, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated. There's lots more to come. And so grab your pencil, nice sharp pencil, eraser, ruler, and let's crack on. So we're continuing with paper C, and we're now on to page 11, question 5. And I'm hoping that you've had a go of these questions on your own first of all. It doesn't matter if you've gone wrong, it's better to learn by your mistakes. You will learn much more thoroughly that way than just copying along with me. And so I'm hoping you've tried these on your own, and we'll work through them together now. So question 5, there are a few points to this question, so let's make sure we address all the issues. It said add the correct clef, so that's the first part, and any necessary sharp or flat signs, that's the second part. So they want them as accidentals to make each of these scales named below. Do not use key signatures, so we don't need a key signature, but we do need them adding next to the note as and when they are applicable. So G major, of course, must begin on a G and it must end on a G, and so for that to be the case it must be a treble clef. If you're not sure, you can always just kind of write the letter names in. If you're not sure of reading your notes we need to find the note F. So you could write G, A, B, C, D, E, F, because we know that G major has F sharps. So we need to add that sharp sign next to the F, not as a key signature, to properly answer the question. So that's those two aspects complete. Let's look at the next one. So in order to make this a D major scale, for it to begin and end on D, it needs to be bass clef. Good boys deserve. So we need a bass clef. Just position that carefully. And we know that D major has got F sharps and C sharps. So we've got D, E, F sharp. The sharps always come beforehand. G, A, B, C sharp. And there we go. That should get you full marks for that. Let's move on to question 6. So we're looking at harmonic intervals. Harmonic intervals mean they come together like a chord, and we've been asked to give the number of the interval as shown in the first example. The key is C major, so C is 1. We're always counting from C, and really the only way you can get confused and go wrong here is if you forget to count C as 1, because if we forgot to count that as 1 and began 1, the next one, you'd end up finding that a step out and we'd think that was a 5th, whereas it's a 6th because it's from the first degree of the scale that we're always counting. So let's have a go. 1, 2, 3, that's a 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we've gone from C to C, so that's an octave or an 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's a 7th. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a 5th. There we go, that's soon completed. Let's move on to question 7, which is a similar sort of topic. We're just now looking at them as melodic intervals in the context of a melody. But we've still got to name the degree of the scale. This time, however, we're in the key of F major, so we're counting from F as our first. So they've given us the first one, so if we're in the treble clef, here's F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a fifth. So here, F, if that's a fifth, one down is a fourth. We can double check that, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a fourth. F, G, 1, 2, that's a second. Now here we've gone from F to F. So at a glance we can just tell that's an octave. If you weren't sure, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octave or an eighth. Down a step, from an octave down one is a seventh, or double check, 1, 3, 5, 7. I'm just sort of skipping space, 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 1, 3, 5, 7. Once you get the hang of it. 1, 3, 5, 6, that D is a sixth. 1, 3, 5, C is a fifth. 1, 3, that's a third. And then we've got an octave or a first again. So octave or first or eighth, it's the same thing, F to F. And then the last part of this question asks us, how many quavers is the note, not the rest, in the last bar worth? So we've got a 2-beat note, which if we divide into 1-beat notes gives us 2 1-beats. If we divide again, we've got 4 half beats. So that's how many quavers or eighth notes that's worth. That's 4. Let's turn over the page. So now we've got this last question 8, which we will leave to the next video. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Please do access all the information available to you at sharonbeale.com. Do go through those PDF information sheets and go back over any videos to help you in your revision. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.